How do we open this?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Kimchi's. Wait, what's
Kimchi soda?
Oh, yeah.
I think I forgot to. I'm Kim,
I'm Soda.
and I can't remember what did we talk about last week. Did we do a recap?
I think we did a kimchi review and introduction last week. This week we'll be reviewing some melons and talk about some politics. I think it's Dutch election. Is it?
Yeah, we'll be talking about the Dutch election. Did we also want to talk about the movie that you watched recently?
Oh yeah, I watched Poor Things yesterday. It's so good. If we have time, we'll talk about it.
Okay. Should I jump straight into...
What do we saw? Dutch election overview.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, so what's happening in Netherlands? Is it Netherlands?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. It's in the Netherlands. So recently, the Netherlands went into an election. I believe it was a snap election.
What's a snap election?
A snap election is basically an election called by the government or forced upon the government to, force a democratic process of voting. So you basically renew the parliament in a snap election.
Why would they do that?
Why would they do that? A whole range of reasons. Usually it's got to do with if the government struggles, at least in Australia, if the government struggles to get a bill through or some sort of policy through the Senate, they will call what's called a double dissolution. And that basically dissolves both the House of Representatives and the Senate.
Wow. They must really want to pass the bill because this is a big work.
Yeah. And sometimes it backfires and they lose, the ability to govern. They're no longer in government. And actually, in the case of the Dutch election, I believe that's what's happened. So, I don't think... So, Geert Wilders, he wasn't the Prime Minister of the Netherlands, but he had the largest party in the coalition, the governing coalition. So he had a lot of influence. The reason why he wasn't the Prime Minister is because he was really far right. And all the other parties in the governing coalition didn't want him.
Far right means very conservative.
Very conservative.
Okay.
Almost like National Socialist conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Germany, Italy, fascist. That's similar sort of train of thought.
Okay.
Very anti-immigrant, very anti big government, I believe. Very pro-individual. But the anti-immigrant is what Geert Wilders built his party on, specifically Muslims in the Netherlands. He wanted to ban Muslims.
Why? Is Muslims causing problems in Netherlands, or why is it powerful?
Good question. No. The short answer to that is no, they're not causing issues. But they are, foreign. And if, say, there's a whole range of issues emerging in a society,
You just
it's
need someone
easy
to blame.
That's exactly it.
You
need to blame somebody, and I don't know. It's easy to blame Muslims.
Why?
And
compared to other...
particularly in the West.
Why?
After 9/11, they became...
How long has 9/11 been?
It was 2001.
Wow, it has been 24 years.
Yeah, my age. I was born before 9/11.
No.
I don't remember it though.
Because... Oh, it makes sense. Okay. Is that all?
Okay, so I didn't talk about what happened in the
election.
Yeah. That was just the background.
Okay.
So he ended up calling an election. He was like, we're not getting anything through. He called a snap election, and since then the polling has shown that his far-right coalition is sort of stagnating, if dipping a little bit in the polls. And what's growing in the polls are those centre-left parties. Like, I think the party that won the most seats is called Democrats 66. I don't know what that means. And that's the funny thing about European elections, is there's about 20 parties usually all in contention, and they're all called some variation of V75, SDFD, and then there's one party called the People's Communist Party, and they're basically fascists. They'll be very far right. Like, the People's Party is usually a red flag.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a good result overall, in my opinion, and probably in the best interests of the people of the Netherlands. So, if we're doing an election review, 6.5.
Wait, what? I'm doing this. Okay.
No.
6.5. A pass.
Maybe a 6.2. I don't know. I think it was very much status quo returning. And there's no major socialist or left-leaning party that won big. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Thank you, Kim, for updating Dutch election. And we will, before we enter the next political or big discussion, let's do a fruit review. It's lighter. How about that?
Okay.
What do we have today?
So we've got 2 types of melons. It's not a euphemism.
We got we got rockamelon.
Yeah.
This is rockamelon. Yeah.
That was prepared by Soda.
Yep.
And we have Spanish melon. I think that's what it's called.
Okay. I'll start this time. I'll start with rockamelon. This time we don't really. I don't think there's a point in blind testing since they have a different color. Oh, maybe that's why we should do blind testing.
Yeah, I was gonna blindfold you, but
Okay.
we didn't actually have the foresight.
Okay, I can close my eyes.
All right, she's closing her eyes. I wonder which one it's gonna be as you listen to me scurry around trying to figure out.
You can hold the fork at the same time and just give me one.
Okay, Soda has eaten one of the melons.
There's still some skin attached.
Sorry.
This one is not very sweet, but it's pleasant overall. It's not very juicy. I'll give it a 6.8.
Better than the Dutch election.
Second one.
I think you got some hair. Good podcast content, this.
This one is definitely easier to bite and juicier and sweeter and less skin attached. I'll give it a 10.
That's a 10?
I'll get 9.5.
No, you can give it a 10 if you want.
9.5. 9.5.
9.5. Okay. So which one do you think was which?
I think the rockamelon was the first one, and the Spanish melon was the second one since I had it last night.
You're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to give the game away here. Yeah, that's correct.
Thank you.
Do I have a go, or is that
Yeah,
just...
you have a go.
It might take too long.
Okay. Close your eyes.
I'm closing my eyes.
Approach the microphone. Breathing into the microphone.
Okay, that was very sweet and easy to chew. Next one. That was definitely the rock melon and was far less sweet.
Rating?
The Spanish melon's like a 8.5 and rock melon 7.8.
Oh.
Still good. Like, you can't go wrong with melon. Unless it's bitter melon.
I'm still chewing. You finish this session?
Yeah, are we going back to talking about politics?
Up to you.
Okay.
What's next? Next, we are looking at the trend towards far-right parties in Europe and why is this different in Australia, as well as the rise of One Nation in the Australian polls.
Okay.
Exciting.
I'll skip through this as fast as I can. Basically, that far right party in the Netherlands is not unique. So that's been happening a lot recently. A good example of that is in Italy. Giorgia Meloni, she's the current Prime Minister. She's a former, basically, like, I can't remember what they call it, like a black shirt or something, like a pretty much part of the young, very far right, borderline, they won't explicitly say it, but fascist. She's very fascist. And she's actually doing very well in the polls, which is very unique to Italy. Usually an incumbent prime minister in Italy will last about a year before their polls start slipping, and she's still very popular, which shows what the public sentiment in Italy is like. But yeah, that's been happening in Germany with AfD. They've gained in the polls in the UK with Reform. I believe in Spain as well. I can't remember what the party's called. Maybe, I think it's Vox. But yeah, it's a very obvious trend, and it's coming from, I believe, cost of living issues and sort of this mass hysteria about immigration, an immigration crisis. Things are not good in Europe. Who do we blame? And these are the parties saying blame the immigrants, and it's very effective. That hasn't really happened in Australia. That was the fork. Soda is eating rockmelon.
No.
That hasn't really happened in Australia. At the most recent election, everyone thought there was going to be a massive trend towards the right, and the opposite was the case. The centre-left party, the Labour Party, won a significant majority, and the coalition and One Nation won no seats, which is that's a common occurrence, but the coalition were pretty much wiped out of the major city seats. Now, that doesn't mean that will be the trend going forwards, because in these recent polls, One Nation has been sort of skyrocketing. So I think at the election they were around about 6%.
What do you mean recent polls? What polls? Like,
I'm just talking about current opinion polling.
Oh, okay.
So surveys to like 1,000
How
voters.
reliable are these polls?
Well, actually, that's the thing. At the last election, they were not very reliable. They sort of had the trend right. They predicted that Labour would win, but they didn't predict by how much. And they thought it was going to be closer, but it was very much not closer. But these polls, I wouldn't take them as like fortune-telling polls, but they are very good at showing sentiment and sort of gauging where the electorate is at. And so the electorate is currently, we're with Labour, but that's because we don't think anyone else is offering anything better, and especially not the coalition. But the Greens are sort of stagnating, while One Nation is surging, and that's bleeding from that coalition vote. One Nation are the racist party.
Okay. So, what is it likely to happen in the future?
Who's to say? Because of the way our voting system works, I don't really think One Nation will become the new opposition party. It's far too extreme. And with compulsory voting and preferential voting, a lot of those One Nation votes will go to coalition.
Wait, who's coalition?
Coalition of the Liberals and the National Party. They form a coalition to govern.
Oh yeah. The blue one.
Blue and green, yes.
Green.
Green, Nationals are green, yeah. It's confusing. The Greens are also green, but the Nationals are also green, but they're a slightly darker green, meaning they're agricultural.
Ah, see. Oh, oui. Okay, have a Spanish melon. Have a break. Okay. What? Why are you smiling? Is there anything you want to add on before we move on?
No, that's okay. I'll talk about it in the next podcast too. This will be like a drip feed of information.
Sounds good. Okay. Lastly, we're gonna talk about Poor Things. This is a movie. I think it was. How long has it been?
It came out in 2022.
Oh, damn it! That's a long time ago.
No.
I thought it's recent.
2022 is recent, Soda.
Is it?
In the grand
What's
scheme
recent?
of things.
Last week is recent. That's
Yep.
3 months. If my friend had a boyfriend for 3 months and didn't tell me, I would pissed off because it's not recent. It has been a while. Not to mention 2022.
Well, yeah, but this is the movie.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, then I can accept that. Anyway, this movie is so good. It's long. It's like 2 hours and a half.
Nearly 3 hours.
And it's very I read the review afterwards. People like it for I forgot.
Well, it's very unique, I think. Is one of the main reasons why people like it. It's very singular. It has a unique score and vision and production design and sort of quirky, weird performances. But I think people really identify with the themes of the film.
As for the reasons why people don't like it, it's because there are too many sex scenes.
Yeah,
I love it though.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I love it.
Is that it?
Oh well, there are also other reasons.
But that's the main one.
And also they think they're unnecessary. Like some shots are unnecessary. I don't think that way though. I think I'm too biased to say this. I just like the movie.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel the same way.
Okay, we're super biased.
Yeah, well, no, I don't think that's biased.
Okay.
They're biased. They don't like the movie, so they're like, there's unnecessary scenes in it. But I think that's just, the nature of art. There's no such thing as unnecessary scenes.
Okay. Do you want to talk about why you liked the movie?
What did I like about the movie? For reference, I watched it when it came out and I haven't seen it since, so it's far more fresh on your mind. My favourite thing about it is definitely the score. I love the music. I think I can't remember, is it a harpsichord that's used a lot? And that main theme, I listen to that main theme a lot, and particularly the end credits, just to get me hyped up. It's great. What other things do I like about it? It's very funny. It genuinely hilarious. There's so many bits. All the characters feel very individual. They all feel like whole characters. And
Wait, what's called characters?
like a whole character. There's no character that feels sort of like a
just
weak
a tool.
character.
Oh,
Yeah, like a plot device.
Yeah, I feel the same way. The lines are very well written, and they are easy to understand, and they're not shallow. Although they're all very simple and short. Especially when Bella, the main character, still couldn't like deliver complete sentences.
Yeah.
But I can get her meaning, and they all make sense and natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go punch that baby. That's one of the only lines I remember from
The
it.
food's terrible, and the baby's annoying.
Yeah.
And yeah, I also like how she enjoys her journey, and she doesn't really spend time on complaining or depressing. She just face it, not necessarily with joy, but she face it and try to get something out of it. Like, I don't know.
It's all an experience.
Like, she always know what she's doing, even though she might not voluntarily choose that. Do I have melon on my face?
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's okay.
Okay. Anything else to add?
Do you have more to talk about with Poor Things? We can talk about it similar to election coverage. We can talk about it again in another podcast.
But I've shared it with Kim last night, so I don't really feel like talking about it again.
That's so fair.
Yeah. Oh, one interesting thing I don't think I've shared with him is that at first I thought, did I share with you? I thought I'll label those characters like, oh, you are a jerk, you are nuts, you are a good person, you are a bad person. But gradually, I just see them as individuals, and they're multifaceted and
Exactly. Yeah.
not. Maybe it's just what you said. They're co-characters instead of.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're more complicated than just one thing, like bad guy, good guy. Except I think there is one character who's just a bad guy. Sort of.
Who?
A character that shows up towards the end. But again, there's like enough there you can see where he's coming from.
Yeah, like you can sort of guess what this person is lacking, what he wants, and his fear.
Yeah, and there's people like him in real life.
Yeah. I think he's a controller. He's constantly like using guns to point at people.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
That's because he's weak.
It's one of the funniest things in the movie.
Yeah, like literally everything, like the maids and the servants, and like.
Yeah, it's great.
He can just talk without pulling a gun, but he can't.
It's so sad, really. Oh yeah, did we mention who it's made by?
Nope.
Okay, so it's directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. He's a Greek filmmaker. He's made a lot of films with a similar sort of tone. Very, what's the word? I guess like quirky, but sort of over the top. But also some of his older films, the dialogue is very stilted, I think, intentionally, and a bit awkward. But yeah, you should definitely watch his other films.
Yeah. Alright, that's it from us today. I will see you guys next time. We said we were gonna update bi-weekly, but here we are.
It's been a week, right?
Yep. Only a week.
Alright. Well, we'll see how we go. Probably bi-weekly, but probably weekly. It could be either, really.
Doesn't matter.
It's all the same.
Alright.
Cheers.